we're not in control of this game,
Yeah.
and the rules of the game can change at will.
Well, I was just thinking the story you told me the other day about your interactions with the airlines and your miles, your airline miles, how it
Oh
was kind
yeah.
of
Oh, I
you
should
should
say
tell that
that.
you should
Oh
share that
yeah.
story real quick because it's
Oh my
kind of
gosh.
it.
So yeah, well, so I'm going to be going out to Seattle for a bit. And I was using my husband's with his permission, frequent flyer miles to get the ticket. And so I'm going to be going to Seattle for a bit. And yeah, so I needed to get a plane ticket, and my husband had frequent flyer miles, so he was going to give me his frequent flyer miles, as he should. And so I was trying to navigate that, and we don't do it a lot. So he logged in, and I was getting the ticket, but it was, I think I got to the end, but it had the credit card payment for like the $11 in taxes had to be on his credit card, and he wasn't at home. So I was like, oh, well, I'll just do it when you, like, tomorrow when you get back. And so then I did it again for the exact same flight, and it costs you in points, right? A certain, like, that's the equivalency of the money, right? And then all of a sudden the price had gone up. And then it was more, just a little bit more than what we had than the day before, right? And so they said, but you could put your trip on hold and you could buy some points and whatever. So I was like, okay, well, it's like $100 for these 3,000 points, but it's still less than a $600 ticket, whatever. Go. So I bought the $100 worth of points, and then I go back on, and they said, thank you for buying these points. They should show up in about 2 weeks. Like, nowhere did it say like there was some, like, it implied it was just immediate, like they would transfer the things. So I'm just really pissed at this point, and and so I'm like, okay, well, we'll wait overnight, maybe they'll show up. So essentially we waited overnight, and then logged back in for the third time, and yes, they did show up, but essentially, like, the only once flights you could get were like 3 connections, like red-eye flights or something like that for those points. Like, you could, I changed up the days, I changed up, and so it was the game. Like, they knew I wanted the ticket, right? Because they knew I jumped through several hoops, and they were just, so eventually I just bought a ticket. I just bought a ticket full price, and just because I didn't want to do a bunch of stops and a bunch of bullshit. So yeah, but thank you, American Airlines. Like, you totally were jerking me around in my
And
time
they
of
got more
need.
money out of you.
Yes, I know. And now, like, yeah, now there's spend an extra $100 on these points that
It's
I
like
don't
you're not
even
going to
need.
win a game where the rules are written by your opponent and the rules change from minute to minute. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like you're
No,
dealing
that's
with a
a good
casino
thing
or
to bring
something.
up.
The house wins again.
House always wins. They let you
Yeah.
think you got control, but you don't.